Hello, ICT 101 students. I want to take a little bit of time here to introduce myself to you and to introduce you to the course a little bit, primarily going over the home page and the syllabus. But before I do that, my name is Greg McConnell, and I am going to be your instructor, kind of facilitator, and guide for this course. So, instructor, where I will post lecture materials, and I'll do that each week, usually between 15, 20, 25 minutes in length, related to the topic of that week. Kind of facilitator, where I'm facilitating the learning and working with you all as you learn together as a group of students as well. And then a guide to kind of guide you through the course, the structure of the course, guide you through the course materials and those sorts of things. So again, Greg McConnell, you can call me Greg, you can call me Mr. McConnell, you can call me Professor McConnell. It's up to you. I've been hanging around the Mount for a long time and teaching in higher education for a long time as well. I enjoy teaching, and I hope that comes across in the weeks to come. So this course is an 8-week, fully online course. Typically, this course is taught in a classroom setting where we're face-to-face with one another, but the goals and objectives remain the same for the course. And how we get to the goals and objectives is different because of the mode of delivery, but I make every attempt that I can to ensure that I am actively involved in the learning process of each one of you. It means I'm here for questions. I'm here, as I said, as a lecturer, a guide, a facilitator, and to work with you whenever the need arises. Okay, so that's kind of just my general role here. I really love teaching. I do, and I really do hope that that comes across, and I hope it helps make this online learning experience a very good one for you. I've been teaching online as well for a long time, since probably around 2004, and I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it, and typically I'm able to keep students engaged in the course material, which I hope is the case here as well. So I'm going to not say any more right now. You'll get to know a little bit more about me as the weeks progress. As I said, this is an 8-week course, fully online. There is no lecture, kind of like classroom meeting, synchronous time, meaning like real time, except for a meeting when you're going to do your presentations with me, which is a one-on-one presentation. If we do an individual, and if we decide on groups, it'll be me and then the group of students. We will meet at the same time. That's synchronous, real time. We'll get into that stuff later on, but I kind of want to just go over the course structure with you a little bit. So what you'll notice here, that these modules, these are each modules, these little areas here, these rectangular areas. So the first module is kind of a course welcome and overview, where I'm providing with a little bit of narrative here. This is where the video will be housed that I'm recording now. And then student introductions. Student introductions are very, very important that you complete this before the end of the day, Wednesday. Okay, this is a way for me to take attendance for the course, the official attendance, where the registrar's office asked each instructor, are the students participating in the class? This is how I say that yes, they are. But even more importantly than that, this allows me to get to know you a little bit. So please make sure that you get this done before the end of the day, Wednesday, first week. And if you have any questions about it, of course, you can get in touch with me. In a few minutes, I'll go over the course syllabus, and we can talk a little bit more about the details of the course as well. Okay, so we'll take a look here at the structure. Again, modules drive this homepage. So when you click into Canvas, you log into your own Canvas page, you will see ICT 101 listed as one of the courses. When you click on that course, This is the landing page, the home page. And you can see here in the left menu area, the home page is kind of what drives in the middle of the page here. I'm making the assumption that most of you are at least somewhat familiar with online learning, maybe not Canvas, but most learning management systems are very similar, whether you're using Blackboard or Angel or some other version of a learning management system. So here it is. Module 1 is this kind of intro stuff. Something that you have to do is the student introductions. The main module for week 1, the content module, starts here. I will be posting a video every week, a lecture video ranging, as I said, between 15 to maybe 25 minutes tops, that will kind of give you an overview of the content and really help you focus on what it is that you're to do that week. Sometimes those lecture videos will take the form of kind of showing you how to maybe use something like Google Forms or something like that. Okay. But there will be a lecture video every week, and they are usually recorded Sunday prior to the start of the week. Each week runs Monday through Sunday. So week 1, Monday, starts Monday, and it runs through Sunday. Week 2 starts the following Monday and will end through the following Sunday. And you'll see that all listed here. But typically, the format of each week's module is similar, where you have content here at the top. This is where you're getting your information. As I said, there's no required textbook for this course. However, I use a textbook to teach, and that textbook is the 100% information literacy textbook that is a crossover between the 3rd and 4th editions. What you will have to do is you will have to open and read through the PowerPoints each week. The textbook that I use, 100% Information Literacy Success, has 6 chapters. Weeks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, we will cover 1 chapter each week. So week 1, we are covering chapter 1 of the book. Okay. You will be able to get enough information from the slides and other information that I post from the textbook in order to be successful and have enough information to meet the requirements for that week of the course. Okay. These first 2 things are related to chapter 1, the PowerPoint slides, and then some information about information literacy, what it is. And then this link is a TEDx talk, which is related to content outside of the textbook that we will be working on in the first week of the course and following weeks as well, which is media bias. Okay, the first thing that we're going to talk about is this fake news, this term of fake news, which is so much in the media right now. We're going to dive into it, and you're going to start that diving into the content here by looking at this TEDx talk by a former reporter, Cheryl Atkinson. Okay. After you do that, after you look at the PowerPoints, the information literacy information in here, you watch the TEDx talk, now you should be armed with enough information to complete the apply. So everything under apply means that you have to do it. The dates that are listed under that are the dates that it is due. Okay, and you also see the point value of each assignment as well. So this first information literacy discussion is worth 5 points. The media bias exercise is worth 9 points. Typically, the more points it's worth, the more work that goes into it. Okay, so that's this in a nutshell, kind of the structure. And every week is very similar to that in terms of the structure. So you look at chapter 2, again, content, apply. Chapter 3, content and apply. Now, I will caution you right now, as of recording this video now, not all the information beyond week 2 is in the apply section. And the reason for that is that I'm still working on some of that on the back end, and I'm working out some of the minor details before I release it to students. This is all open. Everything in the course is open, all 8 weeks. I'm leaving it that way, but I'm asking you to please not work ahead. And the reason that I'm asking you that, you can read ahead, but don't do the apply ahead yet, because a lot of what we are doing builds upon the previous week. And a lot of times, the information that you need to be successful for next week doesn't come out until the week itself, the week that we're working, and oftentimes toward the end of the week, through discussions, through asking each other questions, through me providing some more detail and guidance through discussions and those kind of things. So make sure that you don't try to do the applies at least more than a week ahead. Definitely, if you want to get a jump start on things and you want to read ahead with the material, please by all means do that. However, don't try to do the applies ahead of time yet. More often than not, what happens is students will get something after they already submitted, and then I have to go in and try to figure out how to get rid of that assignment that they submitted and all that stuff. So my advice, and it's not anything punitive, it's advice from being a teacher of this course for so long, is to just not work ahead. Okay. All right, so that is the main driver of the course, the modules, the weeks. Each week is divided up into a module. There are 8 modules, actually 9 modules, because there's a module here with the course welcome and overview. But there are 8 content modules related to the 8 weeks of the course. The first 6, as I said, have PowerPoints in them for the textbook that I use to get information, but you are not required to purchase. Okay, so let's jump over to the syllabus here. In the left menu area, the syllabus is here. The syllabus is here as a PDF. This will remain stagnant through the course. If I have to make changes to the syllabus at all throughout the course itself, I will make changes to this part of it in the Canvas course. This is the text within the Canvas course. I will not change this link here. Okay. All the information about the course is here, when it meets, the dates of the course, the location, which is of course online, my contact information, my office number that I use as an adjunct is in Academic Hall, room 221. That's the building next to Cosgrave. However, most of the meetings that we will have will be online, and you will sign up for those using the advisor/tutor track that is available to all Mount Aloysius College students. Okay. Here's the information about the textbook that I mentioned. It's recommended, but not required. There's a big difference there, okay? It is not required. If you feel like you want to have the textbook and you want to get it and you want to follow along with it, that's perfectly fine. That is up to you. As I said, you do not need it to be successful in this course. Course description is here. Please read this. Please read the course objectives. I'm not going to read down through all of this. The exit competencies are related to the objectives of the course. This means when the course is completed, these are the things that I am saying as an instructor that you will be able to do as students who successfully complete the course. Okay? Successful completion of the course is, to me, passing the course with a C or better. Successful completion to you may be something different. It may be that you get an A in the class. Okay, but I'm telling you, from my view, successful completion of the course is any student who gets a grade of a C or better. Not a C minus, a C or better. Okay? So read through that stuff, and then here's what I want to just talk about a little bit. The assessment. So really there are 3 main assessment areas. The one is assignments and discussions. You noticed that in week 1 you had an assignment, a media bias assignment, and you had a discussion. Those points for each of those all are in this area right here, assignments, discussions. There's a group project at the end, which I may, by the way, make an individual project. It's going to be determined upon what you want, because we're going to actually vote on. We're doing this democratically. So we're going to vote on whether we do a group project or an individual project. There are definitely benefits to both of them, and I'll talk more about those later. Graduation requirement project, which is worth 17 points. So this is the total points for the course if you add this all up. Okay, total points. This grading scale is based on percentage, and this is the Mount Standard grading scale based on percentage. So to get an A, you would need to score at least 93%. To get an A minus, you would have to score between 90 and 92%. Again, it's not straight points because this is not 100 points, but it's percentage. This is a little explanation of each assignment type that's located down here. And again, we'll go more into that when the assignment comes. I'll go over more details about it. Course enhancements, we're using strictly materials that I post and that I find and place those in Canvas. We'll use some YouTube videos and that kind of thing, but there are no other external course enhancements outside of Canvas other than what's linked directly in Canvas. Read over the course policies. I'm not going to read this stuff to you. I know that you all can read this stuff. Resources that are available for you. So if you're having some issues and you think you could use someone to talk to, there's counseling. There is the Office of Student Success and Advising, which I highly recommend that you get involved and at least visit them. There are tutoring services that are available, which I highly recommend that you take advantage of tutoring services, and the writing services that are available as well. So part of the tutoring, the Learning Commons, they have a writing center there as well, and there are writing experts there, both professional and peer writing experts that can help you through the writing process. And these are some additional resources that are out there for you according to topic here, like ransomware, workplace, social media policies, those kind of things, which are kind of good and a good reference if we're talking about social media in the workplace and that kind of thing in class, online in class. These are just some areas that you can go find some good, reliable, valid information. And then at the bottom of the syllabus, you'll notice that there is a course summary. And this is very important because here you can see the summary of the course, what it is due, when it's due, and even the time when it's due. So you have the date over here, you have the details of what it is, and then you have the time that it's due. So not only do you get the day that it's due to the very right, you get the time. Every single assignment that is due, you can get a nice snapshot picture of it here. You can see the week that it's due. It's in the lines here. So these two are due in the same week, which is the first week. And the next week, which is Module 2, which begins the 30, well, anyways, it starts on that Monday, the second week of the courses, and ends that following Sunday. That's what's due during that week. Okay, so that's it. That's all I have. I would like to again officially welcome you to the course. I really appreciate that we're going to be working together over the next 8 weeks, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know each and every one of you. Please get started by posting your student introductions right away. Welcome to the course, and I'm looking forward to this. Have a good week.